Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. We had quite a few cancellations due to the crazy weather, so we appreciate that you're here, and we are not going to delay any longer so that we can get you home and safe. And we thank you, the students, for coming and being part of the celebration. We're sorry for the ones that could not be here, but they are here in spirit. So, graduates and families, faculty and staff, honored guests. I am Nicole Winkler, the Dean of the Health and Life Sciences Division here at Piedmont Virginia Community College, and it's truly, really my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's pinning ceremony. So before we begin, I want to introduce a few people on stage who've been integral in the education of our students. First and foremost, Dr. Jean Runyon, our college president. Dr. Leonda Keniston, our Vice President of Academic Affairs and Workforce Development. Trish Reinald, our Program Director of Medical Lab Technology. Crystal Green, our Program Director of Pharmacy Technician. Brianna? No, okay. Carolyn Smith-Lee, she's our adjunct instructor of medical laboratory technology. And I would be remiss if I did not also mention the two amazing instructors, Brianna Shelton of medical lab technology and Ellie Coggins of medical lab technology, who could not be here, and also Ms. Veronica Anderson, our adjunct for the pharmacy technician program. All have been very helpful in the education of our students. And I want to take a moment, too, to recognize any faculty or preceptors who may have made it in here in the audience, who've guided, challenged, and believed in our students, sometimes even before they believed in themselves. So to the families and the friends in the audience, thank you so much for being the support system that made this journey possible. Truly thank you for all that you do for our students. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Jean Runyon, who will offer our welcoming remarks.
It is a privilege to join Dean Winkler and all of our faculty and staff and welcome you to this special pinning, special celebration. To the family members and friends who have supported these graduates, thank you. Your encouragement and belief have made this moment possible. You have been an essential part of their journey. To our dedicated faculty, staff, and healthcare partners, thank you for the expertise, mentorship, and high standards that you bring to this work every day. You have prepared these graduates not only with technical skill, but with the judgment and professionalism their fields demand. And to our graduates, today marks your transition from student to healthcare professional. You are part of a team where every role matters. You will be entrusted with responsibilities that require precision, focus, and integrity. And the results you produce, the medications you help prepare, will shape clinical decisions, support providers, and ultimately impact lives in ways both seen and unseen. Your work will be deeply felt in every correct diagnosis, every safe dosage, and in every moment of confidence in a care plan. What sets you apart is not only what you know, but how you carry out that responsibility with care, compassion, and integrity. Today, we celebrate you. On behalf of all of us at Piedmont Virginia Community College, congratulations.
And at this time, I'd also like to welcome to the stage Dr. Leonda Keniston, who will offer our graduates some congratulatory remarks.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Dean Winkler. So good evening, everyone. To the class of 2026, your families, your instructors, and every person who helped make this day possible, congratulations. Today is a celebration of achievement, but it's also a celebration of perseverance, because this journey, we know, was not always easy. There were long days and nights, There were sacrifices that others may never fully understand. There were moments of uncertainty, moments when the road ahead seemed longer than the road behind. But you kept going. You showed up. You did the work. You stayed the course, and that matters. It matters because today you are receiving more than a pen. You are receiving a symbol of everything it took to arrive at this moment. Your discipline, your resilience, your knowledge, and your commitment to something greater than yourself. The work ahead of you, for many of you, may not always bring recognition. Much of it may happen quietly without ceremony or applause, but never confuse quiet work with unimportant work. Some of the most meaningful contributions are made by people whose names we may never know, but whose care, precision, and integrity shape the lives of others every day. That is a responsibility you now carry. To do your work well, even when no one is watching, to remember that behind every task is a person, behind every decision is support from family, friends, and those who care deeply about your future. And behind every opportunity to serve is the chance to make someone's life a little safer, a little better, a little more hopeful. And your education has prepared you with knowledge and skill, but your character will determine how you use them. So move forward with confidence. Be proud of how far you have come, but remain open to how much more there is still to learn. And when the work becomes difficult, remember this day. Remember the people who believed in you. Remember the challenges you've already overcome. And most of all, remember that your work has meaning. So again, class of 2026, we are so proud of you. We believe in you, and we know that this moment is not the end of your journey. Congratulations.
Good evening, faculty, family members, friends, honored guests, and most importantly, our graduating pharmacy technician students. Today, we gather to celebrate a significant achievement in the lives of these graduates. The pinning ceremony is more than a tradition. It is a symbol of dedication, commitment, and professional identity. It represents the countless hours spent studying, practicing skills, completing clinical experiences, and overcoming challenges to reach this moment. To our graduates, each of you began this journey with a dream and a goal. Along the way, you learned not only the technical aspects of pharmacy practice, but also the importance of accuracy, integrity, compassion, and teamwork. You discovered that pharmacy technicians play a vital role in patient care and the safe use of medications. Your work directly impacts the health and well-being of individuals, families, and communities. This pin symbolizes your transition from student to professional. It signifies the knowledge you have gained, the skills you have mastered, and the responsibility you now carry as members of the healthcare team. Wear it with pride, but also with humility, knowing that learning and professional growth will continue throughout your career. I would also like to recognize the family, friends, and supporters who have encouraged these students along the way. Your patience, understanding, and belief in them have helped make this accomplishment possible. This achievement belongs not only to our graduates, but also to those who stood beside them through every challenge and success. Graduates, as you move forward, remember why you chose this profession. Every prescription you prepare, every patient you assist, and every healthcare professional you support contributes to better patient outcomes. Whether you work in community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, long-term care, specialty pharmacy, or another healthcare setting, never lose sight of the difference you make in someone's life. As healthcare continues to evolve, I encourage you to remain curious, adaptable, and committed to excellence. Continue learning, seek opportunities for growth, and always uphold the highest standards of professionalism and ethics. The future of pharmacy needs dedicated individuals like you. Today, we celebrate your accomplishments. We also celebrate the bright future that lies ahead. We are proud of all that you have achieved and excited to see the impact you will make as pharmacy technicians. Congratulations on earning your PIN and completing the pharmacy technician program. May this achievement be the beginning of a rewarding career filled with purpose, service, and success. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026. So in Ms. Anderson, or Instructor Anderson's absence, I will read her remarks as well. So good evening, everyone, to faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduating pharmacy technicians. Thank you for allowing me to be part of such a special occasion. Graduates, today is more than the completion of a program. It is the beginning of a career built on trust, compassion, and service. Each of you has dedicated countless hours to studying, practicing new skills, overcoming challenges, and persevering through moments when the finish line may have seemed far away. Today, you should be incredibly proud of what you have accomplished. As someone who has had the privilege of working as a pharmacy technician, teaching future pharmacy professionals here at PVCC, and now serving in healthcare leadership, I can tell you with confidence that the knowledge you've gained is important, but your character is what defines your career. The medications you prepare, the prescriptions you process, and the countless tasks you complete each day are all important. But never forget that behind every prescription is a person. Someone who may be scared, someone receiving life-changing news, someone helping to feel better, someone trusting you with one of the most important parts of their healthcare journey. Technology will continue to evolve. Workflows will change, new medications will be developed, but compassion will never go out of style. One of the greatest privileges of working in healthcare is that we are invited into people's lives during moments when they are often at their most vulnerable. Sometimes the greatest difference you make won't be through a medication you prepared. It will be through a kind word, a smile, your patience, or simply taking an extra moment to make someone feel seen and cared for. As you begin your careers, I encourage you to remain curious, continue learning, ask questions, seek mentors, be humble enough to learn from others and confident enough to step forward when opportunities arise. Every experience you have, whether in retail, hospital, specialty, infusion services, or another area of healthcare, will shape you into the professional you are becoming. And remember this, your first job does not determine your final destination. Many of us begin our careers without knowing exactly where the journey will lead. If someone had told me years ago that I would begin as a pharmacy technician, become an educator, earn my graduate degree, and eventually lead clinical operations across multiple ambulatory infusion centers, I probably wouldn't have believed them. Yet every opportunity, every challenge, and every lesson prepared me for the next chapter. Your career will likely take turns and cannot be imagined. Embrace them. Continue growing, never stop believing in your potential. Finally, I want to challenge you with one simple thought. Wherever your career takes you, let people remember not only how competent you were, but how you made them feel. Patients may not remember every medication name or every technical detail, but they will remember kindness. They will remember compassion. They will remember the healthcare professional who treated them with dignity and respect. Congratulations, class of 2026. You've earned this moment. Celebrate it with your family. Cherish the friendship you've built. Thank those who supported you along the way, and step confidently into the next chapter. The profession of pharmacy is stronger because of you joining it. Congratulations, God bless you all, and I cannot wait to see the incredible impact you will make in the lives of your patients and in the future of healthcare. From Ms. Anderson. Earlier in the semester, in the spring semester, we acknowledged an academic and leadership award, and the recipient of that award for the pharmacy program was Henry McClain. Henry was the pharmacy technician student recognized at the 21st annual PVCC Academic and Leadership Awards this spring. True leadership is reflected in character, integrity, and the willingness to support those around you. Henry consistently demonstrated respect, accountability, and a commitment to excellence. He showed initiative, a positive attitude, and a genuine desire to help others succeed. He earned the respect of his peers, faculty, and clinical partners through his professionalism and dependability. Henry will play a vital role in patient care and as a member of the healthcare team. The leadership skills demonstrated by Henry will undoubtedly continue to make a lasting impact in the profession and in the lives of those he serves. Henry, please stand to be recognized. Congratulations on your outstanding academic achievement.
Okay, at this time, we're going to present the pins to our students. And so, students, when I call your name, please stand. You're going to make your way over to Crystal, who's going to give you your pin and certificate, and then you will shake Dr. Runyon's hand and return to your seat. First and foremost, Sierra Bland. Sierra wants to express her deepest gratitude to her family and friends for their endless love, patience, and encouragement throughout the journey. She could not have reached this milestone without their unwavering belief in her. And this accomplishment is as much yours as it is hers. Thank you for always standing by her side and taking this next step into her career. Okay, Khalil Carter could not be with us today. Nandi Cook. Today, I dedicate this pin to myself. As a mom, I've always put my children first, so this feels unfamiliar. But I've overcome battles that few people know about, and I refuse to let them define me. I'm proud of myself for persevering, staying strong, and reaching this milestone. This pin is a reminder that even through silent struggles, I was capable of achieving something I once only dreamed of. Wendy Crenshaw could not be here today. Elizabeth Ann Duncombe could not be here today. Andrew Gill. Congratulations, Andrew. We have several more that I would like to recognize, but they are not here tonight. Holly Grimes, Sheila Guerrero, Asia Johnson. Next, Leonidas Arturo Lake. Not here. Henry McLean. I'd like to dedicate this achievement to my incredible family who always supported me through the challenges of finding a meaningful career. Kimberly Morton. Okay, Madison Sedaris, who is also not with us tonight. Ashley Patrice Spivey, not here. Marissa Steigler, also not here, and Gaia Willis. All right, thank you so much. Next, I would like to welcome Trish Reinald, our program director of the Medical Lab Technology Program, who will come and give some congratulatory remarks to our graduates.
So as mentioned earlier, we had a couple of our adjuncts missing, and instead of reading my remarks first, I would like to read theirs. The first one is Ellie Coggins. Ellie was one of the first instructors that this cohort encountered besides myself because she was teaching the introductory class, and she would have very likely succeeded me as program director had she been given that chance. But she writes, "Dear graduates, congratulations on earning your degree and stepping into the professional medical laboratory world. Your hard work, curiosity, and commitment to understanding how laboratory testing guides diagnosis and treatment will make you an essential part of the healthcare team. Although our work often happens behind the scenes, its impact is profound. I hope you take pride in what you do and seize every chance to help others understand the vital role of the laboratory. Their eyes may glaze over when you mention gram-positive cocci or blood urea nitrogen, but trust me, they walk away knowing your work is complex, meaningful, and rooted in rigorous training, problem-solving, and compassion. I'm sorry I can't celebrate with you tonight, but please accept my heartfelt congratulations. It's been an honor to play even a small part in welcoming you into this profession. And then the other adjunct is Brianna Shelton. Brianna is one of those people who wears like a million hats. So yes, she was our adjunct instructor for hematology. She is also the education coordinator for the medical laboratories at UVA, and so organized all of their clinical training. And then, of course, that's not enough. So she often will work the bench, which means she does still complete some patient testing, so she could have very well encountered them in their clinical rotation as well. But she writes, "It has been my honor and privilege to have been a hematology classroom and lab instructor, as well as coordinator of the UVA Health clinical rotations for this cohort of the PVCC Medical Laboratory Technology Program. I deeply appreciate the support of PVCC and UVA Health in allowing these student streams to become a reality. I want to honor and show my gratitude to the program director, it's awkward, Patricia Reinold, and adjunct professors Carolyn Smith-Lee and Ellie Coggins. Without their dedication and expertise and passion for the profession, we would not be standing here today celebrating the graduates. To the graduating students, Tony, Ann, and Nicole, each of you have given your dedication over the past several years to reach the point of graduation as a medical laboratory technician. I have been witness to triumphs, struggles, light bulb moments, doubts, perseverance, and now completion of the MLT program. Or rather a new beginning. Your experience and education is just the beginning of your journey. You have infinite potential as you move forward. Never forget why you are in healthcare. It is about the patients. We choose to serve and be of service as healthcare workers. We must treat every sample as precious and as it is a part of someone's healing journey. We work mostly behind the scenes, but our accuracy is what holds the medical system together. Our patients trust their lab results, which puts us in a position of great responsibility. Each of you possesses the skills and fortitude to take on this responsibility and excel in the medical laboratory field. You are now medical laboratory professionals. Wear it with pride." And now, I will start by saying a heartfelt congratulations. You have succeeded in completing one of the most difficult Associate of Applied Science degrees this college has offered. You have not only learned technical skills, but have learned how to critically think through the interpretation of laboratory results and diagnoses with a fair amount of confidence, although you may not feel that confidence at this moment. There are many members of a patient's healthcare team. We have physicians and providers, radiographers, other imaging techs, various therapists, and pharmacy personnel. But there's a saying, without the lab, you're only guessing. The information we provide is priceless. I dare say no one would diagnose the patient on a gut feeling or a physical exam alone. You will be among those providing them with answers, not just about what the problem is, but how a patient is responding to treatment or what a prognosis may be. And you will have the confidence in the results you produce because of the scads of quality control performed to ensure accuracy of those results. So be proud of what you have accomplished and all of those accomplishments yet to come. I've never regretted choosing medical laboratory science as my profession. It is one that will constantly challenge you and spark creativity and innovation that you may not realize you're capable of. Keep learning and striving to be your best every day. And try not to be afraid of making mistakes, for they will happen, but they will make you better. It's bittersweet to graduate this cohort because it will be our last. The closing of this program leaves a void in our community and has already proven to be full of missed opportunities. Over the last 2 semesters, I have had numerous inquiries from students asking how they can apply to this program. And I'm talking a lot, like double digits a lot. And I have colleagues who have looked at me in disbelief when they hear we are closing. But I don't want to belabor that point. What's done is done. This is your moment. And all I can do is encourage you to be ambassadors of this profession, share your enthusiasm with other potential medical laboratory scientists, help them find a pathway to this amazing career. And now for a general word of encouragement in these crazy times we seem to have found ourselves. You may have listened to the valedictory speech Jim Ryan, former president of UVA, gave a few months ago during UVA's final exercises. If not, I would check it out. It's on YouTube. But his main message was, do the right thing always. This means living your values even when it's hard, practicing honesty, being a good friend, speaking truth to power, and acting with integrity, especially if you're a person with power. But my final message to you is a bit shorter, but just as challenging. Be bold, be courageous, but be excellent.
Congratulations, Nicole, Ann, and Tony. Your dedication, your perseverance, and your commitment to excellence has prepared you well for this important and rewarding profession. Throughout the program, you demonstrated qualities of integrity, professionalism, critical thinking, compassion, attention to detail, and a steadfast commitment to patient care. As you begin this new chapter, may you continue to grow in knowledge, confidence, and purpose. Your skills and dedication will make a meaningful difference in the lives of countless patients in the healthcare community. Take the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson with you. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Best wishes for a future filled with success, fulfillment, and countless opportunities. We are proud of your accomplishments and looking forward to seeing the positive impact you make in the field of medical laboratory scientists. You will always be remembered as our last medical laboratory technology program, and that makes us proud.
For the Medical Laboratory Technology Leadership Award, it was given to Nicole Keynes. Nicole excelled in all of her courses and demonstrated a 4.0 GPA. She was consistently prepared for student laboratory and lecture. She prepared questions ahead of time, followed up when the information did not line up for her. She displayed leadership through her participation in classroom discussions and volunteered to illustrate concepts or work out critical thinking class exercise problems on our whiteboard. All her assignments were completed on time or ahead of time, and she went above and beyond on her classroom presentations. Congratulations on your outstanding achievement. All right, and now we will start with our penny dedications.
Ann Dang. To my parents, thank you for your endless love, patience, and unwavering support. This achievement is as much yours as it is mine. Nicole Keynes. To Trish, Brianna, Carolyn, and Ellie, thank you for teaching with such enthusiasm. It made me excited about a career as a medical laboratory professional. Trish, your leadership shaped this program. It's heartbreaking that the MLT program ends with us, but we can carry your legacy forward. To my family, thank you for cooking real dinners when I was tired and for motivational ice cream cakes. To MJ, proud to be a class of 26 alongside you. Sheshong Song, I would like to sincerely thank my professors, Patricia Reinwald, Brianna Shelton, Carolyn Smith-Lee, for their guidance and encouragement throughout my academic journey. A special thank you to my English tutors, Mark and Dana, for helping me grow in confidence, and to my supervisors, Jason and Monique, for their support and mentorship. Finally, I would like to thank my family for their endless love, patience, and belief in me. I could not have reached this milestone without you. Congratulations to all.
Trish, are you doing a pledge? I'm going to call Trish back up here because the MLT program has a pledge.
Oops. Okay, so I invite any medical laboratory professionals to repeat this pledge with me. Nobody usually does, so it'll probably just be me talking. But you can read along, it's on the back of the program. As a medical laboratory professional, I pledge to uphold my duty to patients, the profession, and society by placing patients' welfare above my own needs and desires, ensuring that each patient receives care that is safe, effective, efficient, timely, equitable, and patient-centered, maintaining the dignity and respect for my profession, promoting and the advancement of my profession, ensuring collegial relationships within the clinical laboratory and with other patient care providers, improving access to laboratory services, promoting equitable distribution of healthcare resources, complying with laws and regulations, and protecting patients from others' incompetent or illegal practice, changing conditions where necessary to advance the best interests of patients.
So you may not realize, but the pin that you received today represents countless hours of studying, long lab days, clinical experiences, exams, sacrifices, I'm sure you all know this, and perseverance. But as I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you all, I was reminded of a recent edition of what we call the CAPI Bulletin. It is a bulletin that is sent out by our fearless leader of our work-study program. And he always sends out the most intriguing stories that kind of capture what dedication to work ethic and strategy is, and it's always a fun story. And so Ryan Emerson, who is our work study student coordinator, shared the story this past week of Florence Nightingale, and highlighted communication as the skill of the week, which I thought was great. But his article got me thinking about how often history itself reminds us that communication, not just technical expertise, is what changes outcomes. So one story immediately came to mind. In 1970, the year I was born, and I'm dating myself, but Apollo 13 suffered a catastrophic explosion nearly 200,000 miles from Earth. The mission instantly shifted from landing on the moon to bringing 3 astronauts home alive. What saved them wasn't one brilliant engineer or one heroic astronaut, it was an entire team. Engineers, mathematicians, technicians, physicians, flight controllers, and astronauts, they all worked together around the clock. They shared information clearly. They challenged assumptions. They listened to one another. They trusted each other's expertise. Every message had to be accurate because every decision built upon the one before it. The astronauts did return home safely because of teamwork and communication. They didn't return home just for that reason, but healthcare works the same way. Every day, patients place their trust in teams of healthcare professionals. Physicians, they rely on medical laboratory technicians to produce accurate and timely test results that guide the diagnosis and the treatment. Pharmacists depend on pharmacy technicians to prepare medications accurately, to maintain patient safety and support efficient pharmacy operations and protocols. Nurses rely on both accurate laboratory results and the timely delivery of medications to provide safe, effective patient care. Every member of every healthcare team depends on every other member, and the professionalism, the accuracy, and dedication of medical lab technicians and pharmacy techs are essential to ensuring the best possible outcome for our patient community. So you may not always be the person standing at the patient's bedside, but your work will influence nearly every patient who walks through the doors of your organization. Everyone. A single phone call, a clearly documented lab result, a carefully prepared medication, or the willingness to speak up when something doesn't seem right can change the course of a patient's life. Your technical skills brought you to this day. But your ability to communicate and collaborate and earn the trust of those around you will define the healthcare professional that you become. So as graduates of Piedmont Virginia Community College, you're entering professions built on service. You've learned the science, you've practiced the technical skills. Now carry with you the human skills, those that distinguish exceptional healthcare professionals. Never lose sight of why you chose healthcare. It's an amazing profession. To make someone else's life a little healthier, a little safer, a little better. So congratulations, class of 2026. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves. So best wishes on a remarkable journey ahead. And please join us, everyone, for a reception in the Dickinson Commons as we celebrate these outstanding pharmacy technician and medical lab technology graduates. And we wish them success. You can come out of the theater, go upstairs and around the top into the back. We have cookies, we have charcuterie, we have goodies for you. So we hope you can come and celebrate with your graduates and enjoy a snack or two. Thank you for coming.